My name is Fred Tobin. I reside at 7694 Strasser, Northwest, North Canton. I've been in the building business for about 33 years, building and land development. A few years ago, the lot sales started falling way below the charts that we'd ever expect. We've asked for extensions here on these three developments. We mentioned Aberdeen Glen 3 is the first one. Fortunately there, we're going to have three sales in that section this year, which helps us. In the Rose Hill development, we'll have two sales this year. Last year we only had one. We still have 22, 23 lots left to build on in there. Forest Trail, we haven't had a sidewalk installed there for probably 4 years. I still own 5 lots in that development, and others own 8. And unfortunately, last year about this time there was an auction, and the auction brought prices that nobody would ever fathom in this market. 10% of what I sold them to the original builder for. But anyhow, to give you another idea, this year, of course, we think as we go along things are going to get better. First 5 months of this year, we had 78 single-family starts in this county. Last year at this time, we had 129. We ended up with 307. This year, we'll be lucky to hit 200. I'm doing my math for the rest of the year. So it doesn't make sense to go in and put sidewalks in. You put a sidewalk in across the lot. First of all, I work with our subdivision engineer, Mr. Underwood, and he prices those out at $5 a square foot. You're spending a lot of money to install the walks, and when you sell the lot, all of a sudden you got to have concrete trucks, truss trucks, and things like that come past over the sidewalks and destroy them anyhow. And so you start replacing sections, and you might as well just not do it at all. So I think certainly I realize it's a long extension, but I think it's achievable. We're looking at projections out in 12, 13, and 14 to certainly be better than what they are now. And the thing that's out there, if you look in our townships across the county, we don't have a lot of new developments going on. And people are always going to want to build houses. And so at this point, when they decide, they get a little confidence, because our economy isn't very good. The people that want to do something are having a hard time selling their homes. It's going to be a snowball thing, hopefully go in the right direction. And I ask for your, I'm appealing to you to allow us to do that and not put those in. I can answer any other questions if you have any.
Your question, just, I'm looking quickly at the letters that you
yes.
bring out of the different allotments and so forth. But for example, at Pine Ridge, you have 24 homes with sidewalks and 11 unsold lots without. So you're asking for the extension of the bond for the 11 without, but if you sold a lot and built a home, would you then build a sidewalk at the time?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And some of these homes right now, actually that part of Aberdeen, we've sold those lots to Ryan Homes. And they have 5 starts in there this year. In Phase 4, which we just recorded about 2.5 weeks ago, they're already starting 2 homes back there on a 20-lot phase. In the past, we'd go in and we'd do 40 or 50 lots at a time. Now we're doing 20 and sticking our necks out. But they're having some activity in there. The other 2 developments that I am involved in are very flat with activity. Very seldom get any calls on the lots, and we work generally with builders too, and the builders get the clients and come in, and of course we sell the lots to the clients. Right now, if you're thinking about builders doing spec houses, it's almost a thing of the past right now, because our friendly banker not only doesn't want to do land developments, they don't want to do spec houses. So it's kind of tough. This will be another year that we're not going to have a parade of homes on a single site. We'll have a parade of homes with who knows how many, 5, 6, 10 homes scattered all over the place. So it's not a good climate for us. And I think the administration in D.C., you go to D.C. right now and you think there's not a problem with construction because they're building something on every other block. But when you get out here, we're in the real world, travel around our county, and every time you see a house being framed, you get all excited. I mean, I do, because that's my business. But we're just going to have to turn this thing around. People are always going to have houses. Let's hope they stay here in Stark County and build.
So that's the same situation with all 3 allotments.
Well, there's activity in Aberdeen Glen right now, and I wouldn't think we'd even have to worry about the 2015 date, quite frankly, but we don't know. It's one of those things that the market dictates it. We always build developments to fit the market. I know we took a lot of bashing here in the last couple of years because the builders overbuilt things. We didn't overbuild things, we built for the market. The banks gave people the money. They gave people money that probably shouldn't have had the money, as we know now. But anyhow, that's my request.
How long did we just extend the, let's say, was that? Did we do it 5 years on that, or did we do it less?
We did it, I think we did it for 5 years, wasn't
I don't,
it? It was either 3 or 5
it's
years.
either 3 or 5, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It was either 3 or 5 years.
That's the only thing why I'd like it just be
Right, be
consistent.
consistent
with
What we
that.
did there is.
We
Does
did
anybody have a recollection?
extend another allotment in Jackson.
Was that-
I don't
And we don't remember it was 3 or 5 years, but we will certainly consider that, Ms. Tobin, and
That'd be great.
we'll get back to you, okay?
Okay?
We don't want to give you 5, and then we get somebody else and they give them 3.
I understand
So we just want
totally.
to make sure that that's
I was just trying to be,
right,
hopefully on the conservative side,
right.
but I didn't want to come back again in a year and ask for
Well,
the same thing.
we'll look at that, and then we'll address it again, okay?
When we did this before, we never dreamed we'd be in this
I
situation.
understand, yeah.
To give you another idea, back in 2004, we had over 1,300 single-family starts in the county. So you look at that versus maybe 200,
Right, it isn't easy.
that's,
Well, we will get back to you,
All right.
sir, and we want to be consistent.
okay,
Okay?
fair enough.